Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, sorry about the way I look, but I'm pretty much always look this way. Um, my name is Amy. I also I'm under Undercover Mermaid on some things when you look it up. And my channel is called I Know Tarot. Tonight we're going to be doing Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And then I'm also going to take any questions if somebody hops on the live and ask kind of a yes or no question, or like, are things going to go in a good direction or a bad direction? Kind of that thing. You can be general if you don't want to get too specific on live. I totally understand that. But if you ask, I definitely will pull a card for you. Hopefully, toward the end of the reading, I don't want to kind of interrupt in the middle, but we're going to start here. I'm going to shuffle a couple of shuffles. I've pre-shuffled a little bit. And if you look at the thumbnail, if you rewatch, I showed some of my new stones that I have. I have them around here, but they won't all show in the background and the cards and all that stuff. So just check out the thumbnail. There's some pretty cool stuff that I'm trying to gather up. Okay, this is Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay, we're going to take two cards from the bottom of the deck. And that is going to be your general theme for this reading. And you get the Ten of Pentacles, the 10, which is a completion card. So you are completing some type of phase in your life right now. Pentacles usually stands for money or prosperity. And if you see, there's an older man, like a wise older man sitting on a throne. There's some animals. There's a couple that are chatting here. And just everyone in the picture looks really happy. It's kind of like the happy family card, but with the coins or pentacles, it stands for money. So you may be reaching an end to a bad financial situation and going into a better one, or an end to a sort of not so great job and going into a better one. Or it can just mean not necessarily financial prosperity, but just that you're going to feel wealthy in life, whether that is necessarily love or money, just that you're going to feel like things are looking up for you. Generally, cups are more love. This is looking like more money, but we'll see as the reading goes on. And this is your foundation. Your other foundation card, don't freak out, is Death in reverse. And the Death card stands for the death of a situation or an end and a new beginning. So these cards, even though this one is in reverse, absolutely goes together. You, the foundation is saying for Earth signs, you're in for a new beginning. There's the death of something old and the bringing in of something new, because it's in reverse, so it's not doom and gloom and dark and oh my God, we need to be afraid. There's a new beginning coming. Slowly but surely it's coming. In your case, it looks like it could be money or something that feels like wealth to you. So it doesn't always have to be money, because, there's, the whole money can't buy me love. There's a million sayings. Of course, they all escape my mind at the moment, but things that make you feel prosperous, and that doesn't always have to be money. So that's your foundation. Then I'm going to pick a card for each. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, you get the Six of Wands in reverse. Wands are usually a wish fulfillment, something that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, hoping for. And yours is in reverse. The Six of Wands means there's a letter or news coming, and it's victorious or positive news. With yours in reverse, it doesn't mean you're not going to get that news. It just means that news is going to come in super, super slow. You're at a 6 here, and your foundation, you got a 10. So you've passed the thick of it, which would be a 4 or 5, and you're getting there slowly but surely. And you're going to receive some news. You're going to receive a letter or maybe word of mouth news, but definitely news coming in slowly, and it will be a wish fulfillment with these wands here. So there's something that's been on your mind, Capricorn, and it's coming, but patience is going to be the key. And I know patience is not a virtue of mine, but maybe it is for my Capricorns that are watching. Taurus, you get the Page of Cups, right side up. Cups are sometimes seen as money, like offering you a cup of love. And he's holding his cup out, offering it. And he's on a beach, which, wow, that's like my favorite background possible. I would definitely walk up and talk to this page. It stands for someone who could be a young woman up to 25 years old, and there is basic good news coming your way. So just like Capricorn, Taurus, you also have good news coming your way. That looks like it could be this prosperity that we talked about in the foundation. But in your case, maybe it could be love. Maybe your basic good news has something to do with a new sense of calm or peace coming into your life. Maybe things have been kind of crazy and hectic. Maybe there's been some bad things. And just like the ocean waves, you know, kind of going up and down and crashing, you're fixing to reach a peace or a calmness. And you're going to have a cup offered to you. You're going to have an offer coming in to you. And it says basic good news. So it's not this big over the top something, but it's something that would be a positive thing for you, and it will serve you and those that you love. And like I said, even though it says basic, I'll take it. I'll take something that's good, basic or not. So, you know, we've got Capricorn that's got a letter, a victory, big news coming, a wish fulfillment. And we have you guys, and it could be love with the cup. It could be. And he, in the cup, he has a fish. So basically it's saying that, you know, his cup is full. In his case, his cup is full of food, which would be, i.e. money, but yours could be love. And whatever it is, yes, it may be basic, it may be boring, whatever, but it's going to serve you and yours, and it's going to bring forth a calmness that you haven't had before, Taurus. Virgo, you get the Wheel of Fortune upside down. If it was right side up, it would mean definitely kind of a chaotic, big change coming, just, you know, a phase of your life completing. It's another 10. So you have 10 on your foundation, and then you get the 10, but it's upside down. So you haven't gotten to that completion just yet. It says, the card itself says the elevation of money, an overseas trip, and the completion of a phase. You're not there yet. And if you kind of look at the card, there's like good and evil. There's like, you know, you've heard the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. There's something that you've been thinking about. There's something that you've been weighing out, like, trying to think what Spirit is trying to say, how to word it. There's something that you have been battling, whether the decision is what others would view as a good decision or what others would view as a bad decision. And you have an inner conflict here. You're not sure. You are concerned about what other people think. You want to get to this 10. You want to get to this completion. But you're stuck because you have that angel and devil. And not just you, but you're worried about what some other people think about it. You have the Death card in reverse. So change is coming. A new beginning is coming. But for you guys, it's really, Capricorn has just passed the middle of it. It's coming in slowly, a wish fulfillment. Taurus, basic but good news, offering a cup possibly of love or prosperity, calming of a situation that has been turbulent. And then Virgo, we have you with this Wheel of Fortune. That would be amazing if it was upright, but we have you kind of stuck. The wheel isn't spinning, and you're at a battle, not just within yourself, but within what you think others think you should choose, what you think others think would be the best thing for you. And it has on here an overseas trip. but just taking a look at it and just getting a feel for it, I don't feel travel for you. Not because it's upside down, but I just see you as stuck. And so that definitely wouldn't mean travel. And so it has on here the completion, and whether it's upside down or not, it's a 10. It's just you guys are really struggling with which decision to make. Or maybe there's not even a decision. You are just stuck. You're in your head. And I hate that phrase. I've said it on one of my past videos, and people say it to me all the time. You need to get out of your head. So, Virgo, you're stuck. You're in your head too much. You're way looking before you leap. Maybe too much. There is something that's happening around you, and you're stuck in your head, and you might miss it. You might be so stuck in your head that you miss it. So, yeah, think it through. Yeah, understand that you're stuck and you have this angel devil and you're worried about what other people think. And I want to say the other night when I did the Virgo reading, the same thing came up. But don't miss an opportunity because it's there. And this completion is there. So we're going to use a different set of cards to clarify each of these. These are my old but good cards that are 20 some odd years old. Let me shuffle a couple of times. Oh, and I wanted to show you this real quick. My daughters got into a fight a while back over a picture, and my oldest daughter drew this. And so I thought this would be kind of a good little thing to have with me tonight for spirit, kind of bringing me. I always have my stones and maybe a rock or something like that, something that kind of grounds me. But with earth, this one kind of stuck out. And it's got her name and her teacher's name and all that good stuff on the back from last year. And I'm so glad that this one piece survived because it's really beautiful. But you can see here, it's torn. It was bigger, it was better. But this is what I salvaged from the fight. So that's what earth kind of gets tonight as something to bring energy and bring some spirit messages to me. I was in here for a little bit before we went live, setting up and kind of mentally preparing myself and just seeing if there was anything special other than the cards that I needed to say. Oops, that I needed to say to the earth signs tonight. It looks like all of you are in for a change, a completion of a phase. Money for some, maybe love for some. And Virgo, you're stuck. You're stuck. It doesn't mean you're going to be stuck forever because you have control over that. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to go back and read. Or go back and read, sorry. I'm going to go back and watch, but I'm pretty sure the other night when I did the Virgo reading that it was the exact same thing. So if I'm correct and you're stuck, then you got to figure out why. And don't stay in your head too long. Vent, talk to somebody, friend, therapist, whoever. Talk to somebody and talk it through. Okay, we have somebody that's wanting me to pull a card. Scared about school starting and if teacher, friends, etc. will be a positive or negative. We'll pull that card just as soon as we finish here. If you'll just be patient with me. Hang on 1 second, okay? Capricorn, the Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, you get the 9 of Pentacles. So money again, coins, pentacles. And you get the 9. So you're getting closer to this completion. You have your 6 here, and then we're clarifying it with the 9. So when I talked about news coming in, but it's coming in slowly, it's starting to speed up. And yours looks like it's money. It looks like you've been wishing or dreaming or thinking about things changing for you financially, whatever that means to you, because it's going to mean something different to those who are watching. It's going to resonate or not resonate at all. If it doesn't, I say this all the time, go to astrology.com, check your moon, Venus, rising sign, along with your sun sign, or what we've kind of always known as our sign. Check those other signs. If this doesn't resonate, listen to your moon sign reading. Mine definitely, my moon sign picks up on things for me when I'm watching other readers online and stuff. So at least your moon sign, if nothing else, check that out. You just need your place of birth, date of birth, time of birth. Those three things pretty much will help you find that stuff out. So you Capricorn, you're getting there with this Nine of Pentacles, and it does look like money for you. So wish fulfillment, something that possibly has to do with money, really strong coming in from Spirit. I'm seeing money for Capricorn. Slow, but definitely a positive change as far as finances. Taurus, you get the, let me make sure I'm telling you right, 8 of Swords. Swords usually indicate a battle, a fight, a true actual fight between people, or sometimes just a battle of the minds. But you here with this 8, just like Capricorn, you're getting there. Remember, you had this guy with the calm waters, with the cup, feeling better finally. And you're at an 8. So everything is going back to this foundation, to this 10. You're getting there, and you're reaching it. It's almost there. And even though there are swords here, it could mean that you're prepared. You have a plan in case you have to battle. Earth signs are truly grounded. You know, not to make fun of the fact that Earth, grounded, whatever. Earth signs are truly grounded people, and they usually have a backup plan. They usually are very good with money. They usually are very good leaders and good in the workplace and that sort of thing. So this sword doesn't mean that you're fighting for a position or that you're arguing with another person. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that, yeah, you're fixing to get this. But just in case, because you're an Earth sign, because you're a Taurus, you have a backup plan. So that's nothing but good news for you, Taurus. Virgo, you get the Justice card. Remember, you had the Wheel of... I don't know what's wrong with me. Forgive me, guys. You had the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and now you get Justice, which is the Libra card. So if you have Libra in your chart, or you have someone around you in your life who's a Libra, this person could have to do with your phase completion. Justice means that, and this could be this battle in your head that I was talking about, the angel and the devil. You trying to decide what is best and what others think are best. You want justice. You want fairness. I mean, truly, when you think about what's depicted here, the scales of justice, you want that, Virgo. You want to make a good decision and a just and fair decision. So your phase is going to come to an end. Your completion is coming. You're getting that new beginning. But you want to make sure it's just and it's fair and it's right for you and for those around you. And you may have a Libra, or your moon sign could be Libra. So check that out. So all of you guys got a really good reading. A phase is fixing to end and a new one is coming for all 3 of you guys. Just under all 3 kind of different circumstances and speeds. But all of you, this is a great reading. I'm going to pull I'm going to pull an oracle card. Like I said, forgive me tonight, I'm not sure. Sometimes when I get bungled up here with my speech, it's not just me. Sometimes it's Spirit telling me to pull another card or to do something different. I'm not getting anything really clear. I do have to answer my viewer's question here in a minute, so maybe it's just, Amy, get yourself together. You're going to have to learn to multitask. And I hope you'll all bear with me as I do that. So, Spirit, give me advice for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo for July. We're pulling an advice or oracle card from the Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle deck. One of my favorites because I love mermaids. I love all things water related as a Pisces. But then I mentioned I'm a Libra too, a Libra moon, so I want things to be just and fair and equal and all that good stuff. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, you get make a decision. And you're moving at a slow pace. So maybe this news and this letter that's coming in is going to cause you to have to make a decision. Your card says feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. And really, honestly, I feel like this card should be for Virgo, but it's for you. And it has 3 mermaids here in the water in like a very paradise type situation. And, you know, 2 of them look pretty comfortable and happy and whatever. And there's one of them that's kind of looking up like, what do I do? That's just kind of letting it all sink in. And this card is saying, don't feel stuck. Listen to your gut. Listen to that intuition and make a decision. Let's let the 6 speed up and get this phase completed and onto a new one. And that's for you, Capricorn. Taurus, you get worthiness. This one comes up a lot for me for advice cards. And it's basically just to remind yourself that you are worthy. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. And you see the mermaid here kind of tucked away with her head down, but she's got a beautiful sky full of stars, a full moon, but she doesn't feel like she deserves it. She doesn't even deserve to look up at it. Sometimes the cards, actually the picture speaks more than the words below. Basically, Taurus, don't forget that you're worthy. You have an 8, you have a 9. So you're there, and you have this page with a cup of love, and you have calmness and peace finally coming in. So you're worthy of that. Don't forget your own worth. That's for you, Taurus. Virgo, you get playtime. Maybe you've been too in your head with the angel and the devil, worrying about what is right for you, what is right for everyone around you with that justice card. But it's saying you need some playtime. Maybe you need to get out of your head and go do something fun, and that answer will come to you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're too focused and you need to take a breather. It says, the dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. And you just see here, there are mermaids and dolphins swimming around playing. So manifestation is basically thinking about what you want, living it, breathing it, dreaming it, and making it come true. You're manifesting it. And so you still, it says, know the importance of playing, because joy creates miracles and manifestation. So it's important, maybe right now, for you to get out of your head, for you to maybe not even think about this subject matter, whatever it means to my Virgos who are watching, but just to kind of to breathe for a minute. Take a little vacation, take a day to yourself, go take a walk, go swim, whatever it is that brings you a sense of calm, a sense of peace, but also joy. It could be spending time with your family, with your kids, whatever you feel like is playtime for you. Go do something that makes you happy and that gets your mind off this, so that you will end up making a just and fair decision, so that this wheel of fortune will turn around and your phase will complete. So you're so serious. I just keep picking up that you're so serious, Virgo. And that is who you are. You're always prepared. You're serious. You want things to be fair. So sometimes you forget about playtime because you're caught up in taking care of others. So have a day where you take care of yourself and you do something fun, and that answer, that decision, that angel devil, it's going to come to you. So don't forget to take time out to play. And I'm just going to sort of jumble all those up here and pull a card or a couple of cards for my viewer who asked, is my school year going to be good? Oops, we had a jumper here, so I think we're going to take it. We had 2. So she gets those. Jumpers are what I feel, and some others feel are spirit saying these 2 cards are meant for this question. So she doesn't get just 1, she gets 2. Is she going to have a good teacher that's going to have a positive influence that she's going to get along with? And are her classmates going to be a positive thing, something that she doesn't have to walk into and dread every day? she gets the Seven of Swords. Swords can indicate a battle, not always. It says plans, hopes, wishes. It's the highest card in the Minor Arcana. And this guy is carrying 5 swords. And if he looks back, there's still 2 planted in the ground. So he's doing everything he can. And he has a backup plan. He still has a couple of people standing behind him. He's doing all he can to make things work out, to make things go well. And even then, he still has kind of a backup plan. So it looks like, for my viewer, that you're going to have to try really hard. You're going to have to put work into it. But it looks like things are going to go into a positive direction. And you also got the Hanged Man in reverse. Don't let it be scary when you first hear it. The Hanged Man says getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delays in your life. So maybe, because yours is upside down, maybe you're going into this not feeling strong, not feeling confident. I mean, obviously that was part of your question. But after a lot of deliberating and delays in your life, it looks like things are going to speed up for you. Maybe you're going to start making friends more quickly than you have in the past. Maybe you're going to sort of get the hang of it quicker. If you're not a very social person, maybe this is the year where that sort of changes for you. And it says getting stronger in oneself. Maybe at the beginning of the year, this card is saying you don't have the confidence, but you do. He's doing all he can, and he still has people behind him. So there are good things coming. They're coming slowly, but they're coming slowly, and they're being delayed because you're not confident in yourself. So, to be more direct, your school year, your teacher, your friends, it sounds so cliche, but it depends on you and the attitude that you go in. If you go in saying, I'm gonna have a good school year. Last year, I didn't feel like, I had very many friends, or it was just kind of ho-hum, and this is my, last year at the school, or my first year at the school, or whatever. Things are gonna go well, but you have to walk in there confidently, knowing that you're doing all you can, and you will have a good school year. So that's my advice to you. That was my reader that asked me to pull a card, and these 2 jumped out. So I definitely wanted to answer you. Saw somebody else pop in for a second. Do you want me to pull a card? If you do, pop back in. And if not, I'm going to pull a quick... Okay, here's one. It says, what does he think about me? Let's do a quick shuffle here. What does he think about you? And this is someone who has a birthday in December. It's from what I'm gathering, maybe. Possibly a Capricorn. Okay. The lady that asked, or the young lady that asked about school said, okay. So she's going to walk in there confidently. And then this one, Spirit gave me a message about what does he think of me? And I'm guessing this might be a love situation, a relationship question, maybe a crush that doesn't quite know your feelings yet. And that's a lot, so I'm not going to consider those jumpers. Let me get one more shuffle. Okay. And you got the World in reverse as far as what does he think about me. And the World card says, an overseas trip, money, luck, the world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities. Yours is in reverse. It doesn't mean that all is lost. It just means that you may not have told this other person how you feel. You may not have done your part Maybe you're hesitant because, like we all do, we want to have a heads up, like before I spill it. Do I sort of get the feeling that this is mutual? Um, Basically, what I'm feeling here is it says new opportunities. There is an opportunity for a relationship here, but your communication, you're going to have to step it up a little bit. You're going to have to share your feelings a little bit more. Um, Maybe not just spill it all out at one time, but instead of just kind of being there and waiting to see if they're going to make the first move, maybe start kind of tiptoeing into, you know, I have this kind of feeling for you, and or even just, you know, would you like to go wherever, and consider it a date versus just like a friendly kind of thing. Maybe you do need to make a move of some kind that subtly would let them know so that you can find out, so that maybe this ends up being in the world in the palm of your hand. Maybe this relationship does end up being something that is like the greatest in the world. But right now, you've got to make a move. You're not stuck. You know what you want, but you're going to have to. I get this feeling that you're going to have to talk. Communication. You're going to have to at least spill a little bit of how you feel to them so that you get it back. It's not just going to be a feeling. Let me pull another card because I feel like it's going to be a positive thing. I do feel like you're going to have something strong. I want to make sure it's more than just friendship or casual dating. It's a true relationship in the making. And you get the Five of Pentacles. So that kind of goes along with your question. You don't know because you're right in the middle of it. So you've got to push on to that Six. You've got to release some kind of communication. Test the waters at least just a little bit to find out, are we only going to be friends? Are we going to be more than that? You've got to make some kind of move, even if it's just a subtle one. And let me pull a quick oracle card for you, because I feel like there's something there, but you've got to initiate it. Maybe this person is shy, is kind of what I'm getting, or maybe they're feeling the same way you are and they're terrified of rejection. None of us like rejection, but I'm getting from Spirit that one of the two of you are terrified, absolutely terrified of rejection, to the point where you're not even going to make a move or take a risk or anything because you're afraid. That you'd rather keep them as a friend or acquaintance than lose them altogether. And your card says protection. You, your loved ones, and your possession are safe and protected by heaven. And the mermaid here is holding a little baby and showing like that she's safe, that she's protected. So this card and the feeling that I'm getting from Spirit about all of your cards here is that it's okay to communicate. Don't be afraid of that rejection. Like I said, one of the two of you in this relationship or pending relationship are terrified of rejection. You're protected. Even if you were to get rejection, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But you're going to have to put yourself out there in some way or another. Don't be so terrified of rejection. It's time to test the waters. Ask them out on a date. Just tell them, tell them that you're starting to have, deeper feelings for them than maybe just being a friendship, or that you find them handsome or beautiful, or start complimenting them. People, whether male or female, start to pick up on, if they're complimenting you a lot. There's lots of things that you can read up on when someone talks to you, their body language. when they ask you a question or something, do they touch your arm often? Do they look you directly into the eyes? Are they focused on what you're saying, or do they sort of lose, attention, and they're like, what did you say again? Because a lot of times if you're just hanging with a group of friends, you don't have that intent focus. You don't walk up and while you're talking to them, pet them on the arm or hug them when you see them or whatever. So body language, if you're terrified to put yourself out there, is at least a baby step to start. It looks to me like, yes, there's a potential relationship here. And even if it's a short one, you're going to be okay with this protection. Even if there ends up being some rejection at some point, you're going to be fine. It's not going to destroy you. It's not going to be the end of the world for you. So your answer is kind of a maybe. Your answer is yes. He does have feelings for you, but he is afraid of rejection, and you're afraid of rejection, and you're not going to get here until one of you speaks up, or until one of you starts making that move and starts showing that you want a little bit more than just friendship. And if this is a crush or someone who doesn't even know, then you definitely need to put yourself out there a little bit. But just the feeling that I'm getting is that both of you guys are very much alike. Even if you don't seem like it out on the outward to people, you're both afraid of rejection. And that's why you have this 5. One of you's got to make a move. One of you's got to test those waters. Like I said, if you're really shy or afraid, and I'm that kind of person, then do the body language thing. Read their body language, step up your body language a little bit. Look it up. There's tons of stuff on YouTube if you don't already know this stuff or have studied this stuff. But the potential for a positive, good relationship is there. You're safe. You're stuck in this safe zone. Step out of it. There's a relationship there. And even if at the end of the day it doesn't work out, you're still going to be fine. So you have nothing to lose here. Yes, I think the name at the beginning that I read was, how does Alexander feel? And I think he feels similar to you. He's afraid of rejection. So I think you're going to have to make that first move. And I think he does feel positively about you. And I do think this can turn around. So, and when I'm looking at this too, I'm also seeing a stubbornness. When you look at the card, you have a Leo. And from what you said on there, either yourself or the other person had a December birth date, so they wouldn't be a Leo. And then you have the bull here, Taurus. When you think of both of them, the lion and the bull are stubborn. And I just keep getting fear of rejection, fear of being denied, and being so stubborn that neither one of you are making a move to get to here, to get your world upside down, to get to here and have the world in the palm of your hands, to have this great relationship. You're being stubborn, and everything I read, if it resonates with you, can be vice versa. Y'all are both looking at each other and waiting for somebody to make the first move, so nothing is moving. Remember how I said, you're going to be fine either way. You go ahead and make a step. Like I said, it's going to be okay. He does have feelings for you, or she. I can't remember when I saw that I said Alexander. There's potential for a relationship. Both of you are in the same headspace and are afraid, and neither one of you wants to be that first one to make the move. Make the move. You're going to be fine. So yes, Alexander does have feelings for you. I'm not picking up on whether they're stronger than your feelings, etc. But it's worth putting yourself out there. And like I said, it can just be body language or something. Maybe pay a little bit more attention when you're around them, because you're going to be fine either way. And both of you guys are stubborn, stubborn people. Like I said, I saw something about a birth date, and it didn't pick up a Leo or a Leo or Taurus vibe, but maybe one of the two of y'all have Leo or Taurus in your moon sign. So let go of your stubbornness and just thinking, I'll just wait. I'll just wait for him to come to me. I'll just wait for that sign. Don't make some kind of move, or at least start by looking into their body language or just their language when they're talking on the phone with you or when you're texting or whatever. Send, and this sounds crazy, but I'm just pulling things out of the air that Spirit's sending to me. Send, instead of like your little smiley face emoji, send a little kissy face emoji. Test the waters. If you're terrified of denial, of rejection, make it little, so that maybe for you it doesn't sting so bad. If they're afraid, if they're not ready yet. But I have a feeling that there's great potential for something wonderful, world in the palm of your hands wonderful, a really good relationships there. But one of you's got to make the first move, and I think it's going to have to be you. I think whoever this person is very stubborn. I think you two are very similar, and you're going to have to be the one to make that move, so that we can truly, truly let this relationship bloom. So whether it's baby steps or spilling it all, you're going to be fine either way. But you're going to have to be the one to speed things up. They're just as terrified as you of rejection. So I'm going to let you guys decide what's going to be my next element to read. I did Virgo, a full reading for just Virgo last time. Today I did earth signs as a whole, because one of my good friends, Missy, I'm going to give you a shout out, got me to my 25 subscribers, which was my first goal I set. So as a sort of bonus to her, I want to say she was a Virgo. So I just did the whole element of earth all together, not just Capricorn or just Taurus. I did all three of you guys. So I can do that if that's what you prefer, or I can do a single sign and do a full spread for that sign like I did for a few days ago when I did for Virgo. Put comments, critiques, good, bad, it doesn't matter. Hello, it could be anything. Or just put, if it was me, it would come up, I know tarot by Undercover Mermaid, Pisces. Just put your sign. And whoever I get the most of, that's what I'll read. I try to, when I come in here and I light my candles and I set up things, for those of y'all that didn't watch, my daughter's got me a altar cloth. When I get everything set up, I try to kind of sit and meditate for a little bit on the sign that I'm going to do, because if you don't pick, Spirit directs me into what sign. And I've been doing this, I want to say 23 years when I counted it up, since the first time I got these cards. When I say I know tarot, I'm not being cocky, but I get messages all the time in my dreams, in the shower, when I'm not expecting it. I get messages, and I do turn to my cards a lot for answers. I laid them down a little bit over the years, and then recently I've picked them up again, and even when they were laid down, I was still getting messages, and I still had friends coming to me and saying, how do you feel about this? Because they knew that I do have that gift. I do have an intuition, and that's what most people say, other than just saying I'm a tarot reader, is that I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Because other than these cards, the cards are great because they give you a little bit more definitive guidance. The intuition is already there to let me know. Tonight, earth signs, all of you are reaching an end of something and the birth of something new. You're all going at it at different speeds, but it's really cool that all three of you are heading in that direction, because that doesn't always happen. Um, but for you earth signs, that's what's up, that's what's happening. And as far as my viewer that asked the question about the school year, go in with confidence. Go in with confidence, and you're going to have a good school year. It's going to be positive, but you have to walk in there already confident. And this rock here, one of my rocks that I kept, says believe. You got to believe. When you put out positivity, you you are more likely to get it back. So walk in there on that first day. I remember like first day jitters with, an outfit you feel comfortable in. Um, Say hi to the person sitting next to you. Go in with a good attitude. Try to brush off those jitters as much as you can, and go in remembering you're holding 5 swords already. So you got this. And then for my other reader about the relationship, you got to make a move and believe, because that potential is there with that world card. I do believe that Alexander, I keep thinking that's the name and it popped off the screen. They do have feelings for you. They're just as terrified of rejection as you are. They're stubborn, and you're going to have to be the first one to either look deeper into body language, or to give some body language of your own, or say something. You're going to have to make some kind of move to make it happen. But there's potential there. Yes, there are feelings there. So I don't see any other questions popping up. But for the ones that did join me tonight, thank you. And I will be doing another live in a couple of days. Please, please, please. I've reached my first goal, but that doesn't mean my goals are over. I do want to reach more viewers. So like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that it pops up when I do a live. Let me know what you want. I want this to be just as much of your channel as it is mine. So please, please subscribe and tell your friends. And I'll be more than happy to pull a card when questions start popping up there. Okay, wait, I just got another one. Does he find me attractive? Let me shuffle real quick. And this is from Nicole, I believe. It disappears as soon as it pops up. Does he find me attractive? Spirit, what do you have to say about that? Does he find my viewer attractive? I'm going to take the bottom of the deck. And you get the Hierophant. And this card says marriage, government or public company, a government body or corporate office, an official building or an official situation. So it means that there is something official that's going to happen between you two. Not necessarily marriage, but there's going to be an official, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend situation. There's going to be a commitment. I guess that's what I should say. There's the key and 2 little hearts. The key to your heart, and there's 2 keys, 2 hearts. So yes, there is going to be a strong relationship. There are strong feelings there. They're very, very strong. I'm getting that too, other than just the card. I'm getting that from Spirit. Very, very strong feelings there. Let me just pull an advice card just because, but I don't think you need any advice. That's pretty set in stone right there. That there's a true matter-of-fact relationship. Not necessarily a marriage, but a commitment. A key to my heart situation. And your advice card says to simplify your life. You have to find balance in your work life and maybe in your love life, or your what is the word I'm looking for? your recreational life with your friends. Maybe you need to find a better balance. But there's happiness there. There's swinging into a garden, swinging, just carefree feeling. And with this other card, there is the key to their heart, and there is the key to your heart. So there's going to be a strong relationship there, not just a relationship or a date. There's going to be a commitment. And so that's for my viewer. I want to say it said Nicola or Nicholas. It disappears off my screen immediately. So, but your question being answered is yes, there will be a commitment. There's not just a, how does he feel about me, or how does he like me, or anything like that. This is a commitment is coming your way from this person. A very strong commitment is coming your way. And in the meantime, find some balance in your life, and maybe you'll get to spend more time with this person. You'll get to learn more about them. This commitment will come quicker. Maybe you're already in some kind of relationship with them, but this commitment's going to get stronger and stronger, and maybe you just need to kind of set aside some time for you to spend together so that happens, to focus on them a little bit, to maybe pamper them a little bit, or do something to express or show your love. It's definitely there, very, very strong, coming in from Spirit. The keys to the heart, very strong. The two pillars, a strong foundation. Maybe you were friends first, and now you're going to enter into a committed relationship. But to answer your question, yes, they feel in a very positive way about you, and not just that, but you're fixing to enter into a commitment with them. A relationship, an engagement, a marriage, some type of commitment is coming for you guys. So, any more questions? I'm going to give it just a few minutes while I ramble on. If the few of you that popped on haven't subscribed, please do. I'm going to pick a few people, 2 people is what I had decided in July, that make comments. So subscribe and then go under here and make the comment of, thanks for picking a card, or what your sign is, or whatever, so that your name kind of goes in the pot for a personal reading. And I'll either do it on FaceTime with you, or I will do it after gathering a little bit of information from you, and then I will message it or send it to you. I'm usually a very shy, introverted person, so if you prefer for me to message it to you, I totally understand. It doesn't mean that I still won't get those same messages picked up from Spirit. They're just as strong. I've done a message from Spirit on the phone before when someone didn't even ask me, but I'll just tell you this really... Okay, wait, here's a more specific question. Will he kiss me in August? Okay, I'm going to pick from the old cards here. I'm going to do something different. But while I'm shuffling, one day I kept getting the word truth for someone who is a significant person in my life. And I thought, if I call them, or if I see them and just say, Spirit just keeps telling me the word truth, they're going to think I'm crazy, or that I'm trying to, I have my own agenda or whatever. So I ignored it. And I saw him and I talked to him, and I continued to ignore it. And then it got louder. And then it came into the voice of someone who I know has passed on. And they're a very loud, outspoken person. They liked me sometimes, but more often than that, they did not like me. And they were basically screaming on behalf of Spirit, screaming, tell this person, it's going to impact their life. You need to tell them. And then it got more clear that I just didn't need to just say the word truth, but I needed to tell them to stand in their own truth, to not pretend to be something that they're not, to be true to their self. And so I passed that message along. I wasn't looking for it. It was sent to me multiple times, and louder and louder and louder. So that's the way that Spirit sends messages sometimes, not just through the cards. Okay, and you get the King of Pentacles. Let me pick another card for you because we need to know about that number 8, the month of August. You got the Empress in reverse. It says delays, but yours is in reverse. So that means that things are not going to be delayed for you. Things are going to speed up. And if we're in July, it's possible we don't have anything that shows an 8 for specifically August. But it does show that things are gonna speed up with you guys' relationship. So maybe you have gone out on a couple of dates and you're trying to kind of feel the situation out. But he is going to kiss you. I'm not positive because I didn't get an 8 here in either one of these, that it's going to be August. But it's going to be very soon because you're not delayed. It's speeding up. And it says that not only is it speeding up, but the speed is going to be necessary. So maybe this person is going to make a move because they're afraid that you're going to start seeing other people, or they're not going to be able to sort of lock you down in a relationship if they don't go ahead. So I do believe that that kiss is coming. I mean, look how happy she is. And even though you're in reverse, it doesn't matter. Because this upright says delays. You're in reverse, so things are moving fast. So let me pull one more just from the middle and just see if we can get close to an 8 or what we're getting here. You got another. It's cups. It's love. You got a knight. A knight moves faster than a page, but not as fast as a king. But you already have a king. So it's going to happen. If not August, then I see September. I definitely see fall, autumn. So yes, you're going to get a kiss. It's going to be in the beginning of autumn, fall. So August, September. Just be patient. Be patient. The knight moves a little bit slower than the king, but he still moves faster than the page. So he will kiss you. And it will be at the beginning. I'm going to say, when I'm saying August, it's going to be at the end of August, beginning of September, the beginning of that kind of fall feeling and that fall season that's coming. You've heard, or you may not have heard, about the Ers. I only drink hot tea or cocoa in months that end with September, October, November, December. It'll happen at the beginning of the Ers for you. So I think September. Maybe late August, the last week of August, but I think September, beginning of fall. Yes, you will get the kiss. So like I said, there's been a couple of people pop on who are not subscribers. Please subscribe. You may be the one that gets the full personal reading. So please subscribe if you enjoyed it. Let me know. Tell your friends. I would love to get beyond 25. That was just my first goal. I have bigger goals. I have better goals. And I'm starting to get more things to work with. And like I said, that little story I told about spirit, even when I'm not sitting here with my cards, I'm getting messages all the time. And sometimes people think I'm completely insane. Like I have a friend, Miss A, I'll say, I pulled a card for her last time, who might call me and say, hey, pull a card for me, or hey, this is going on, how do you feel about it? Because she knows I have some kind of feeling about it, and she knows that I've read cards for her in the past. Okay, if you don't mind, put that up again. I got part of it. Something about is he suspicious? Sorry, because I want to answer your question. If you don't mind, put that back up there again, because it disappears for me. Oh, wait, here it is. Sorry. I'm new to this. Okay. Is he suspicious? So you're asking me, is he suspicious already that you have feelings for him? Does he already think you do? I think he does. It said something in there about brother or bother. Hang on. He saw the way I looked at his brother at the party. Is he suspicious? I don't think he's suspicious. I think he already knows. Like I said, I think that kiss is coming. Late August, early September. I think the kiss is coming. But we'll pull one and see off the bottom of the deck. You got the 10. So yeah. He thinks that you have feelings for his brother. No. I don't think so. He may be, he may have a low self-esteem. He may think that you like his brother because his brother is usually seen as the more attractive, or I don't think he truly believes that. He may say that, but I don't think he really believes in his heart that you have feelings for his brother. I think he knows that you have feelings for him, and I think that relationship is coming with this 10, and I think he knows. I think he lacks some self-confidence, and you've heard people say, well, I'm the smart brother and he's the good-looking brother, or whatever. I think maybe he assumes always that his brother is the one who's going to get the hookup, who's going to get the girl. But I think that's his own confidence lacking. I don't think it necessarily means that you're gazing at his brother the whole time. I think that's his confidence. He thinks that I have feelings for his brother. I think maybe he needs more attention from you. This is going to happen one way or another, but I think he is not confident. He doesn't feel good about himself. He just, like I said, he assumes that his brother is the one, always. So maybe he needs you to look into his eyes when you're talking, for you to do some of that body language stuff I was talking to about the other viewer, to remind him that no, your brother's fine, we're friends, we talk, whatever. But you're the one that I really have feelings for. Even if, and I'm not picking this up strong, but even if you and his brother had a thing before, and that's what's bugging him, I think he knows in his heart that he's the one for you and that you're the one for him. And I'm not just saying that so that we all have positive answers tonight, because some of these you're going to have to work for it, blah, 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 but you got a 10. So any doubts are his own. And the only thing you can do is maybe to just pay him a little bit more attention, step it up a little bit so that he's not thinking about the brother, so that he's not doubting. Like I said, even if you saw the brother before, if you dated the brother before, or y'all were close friends or whatever, that's not the case anymore. And he just lacks confidence. But I told him that I like his brother to not make him suspicious. Yeah, he already knows. He knows you like him. So you can tell him, and he probably expects that anyway, because he's the brother that gets to lock it down. He's the brother that everybody likes, and that's cute, and that's smart, and that's whatever. So even if you told him that to throw him off, um, he knows you like him. And maybe it's time, like I said, to remind him that he is attractive, that he is funny, that he is all the things that you want. Because he doesn't have confidence. So when you said, I like your brother, to throw him off course, he was like, of course you do. Everybody does. Everybody is going to choose him over me. So help him if you really, really like him and you really care about him. Help him with his confidence, and don't hide, and don't try to throw him off, because I think he knows you like him. I'm pretty sure he knows um, that you like him, and something's moving forward. This 10 here is a completion and the beginning of a new relationship. So um, not to say that he's saying you're a liar or anything like this. I think he's nodding and saying, okay, you like my brother. But I think in his heart, he knows y'all click better. You just fit better. So he may yeah you about his brother, and you may need, like, you're not ready. That's why you're wanting him to believe that, because you're not ready yet, and that's why you're telling him that to throw him off course. But I think deep down he already knows. So um, if you're not ready, get ready, because he knows. Um, and and don't I don't think you need to hide it. I think he knows, and he lacks confidence, and not necessarily it's your place to give him that confidence, but I think if you do, recharging. Oh, sorry. Okay, you're back. Or I'm back. Maybe it'll stay up for a second. He lacks confidence, but he has that feeling. You know, sometimes you just have a feeling and you just know. So you can tell him that you like his brother or some other dude at the party or whatever. Um, all right, should you text him? And how will it go? I'm not sure what time it is, your time, if you're in our time zone or not. But if you don't tonight, I think you definitely should tomorrow. Just send a little like flirty type text, not a yes or no. And like I said, there's tons of stuff you can look about relationships online, but make it an open-ended kind of question so that he has to continue to text with you and you can sort of read into it. So don't just ask like, are you having a good day? And he's going to put, yeah, smiley face. Just think about something that would be open-ended. A joke, even something to kind of make him laugh, to make you stick in his head for the day, especially if he's at work or something that's going to remind him to for you to keep coming up in his mind. Whether it's a little inside joke y'all have or something, but if it's too late tonight where you are, like I said, I'm not sure your time zone, then wait till tomorrow. But definitely surprise him, yes. That will help his confidence. That'll help him know, she was just smoke screening me with the brother thing. She really does like me and I like her. So definitely text him. If it's too late tonight, text him tomorrow. Text him something open-ended where he has to come back with something more than yes or no. Maybe text him something funny, flirty, where he will think about you. Maybe I wouldn't right away ask, hey, do you want to go somewhere? I'd do some flirty text first. So try that out. Maybe one thing that I've seen people do, I've even been guilty of doing it. We have memes that we see all the time, and we see it and think, oh, I wish I could send that or tag that, but I'm not friends with them on Facebook or whatever. I'll screenshot a funny meme or something like that, and I'll send it and wait, for that reaction. So maybe if you have something like that you've seen, you can screenshot and send to him something funny, light, flirty, that's going to give you a more than just a yes or no response. So yeah, definitely text him. If you're in my time zone, I have no idea what time it is because I'm just seeing how long I've rambled on. But Just from a guess, if he's a working guy and he's got to get up early in the morning or whatever, I would wait. I would wait till tomorrow. If it's not late for him and you know he's a night owl or whatever, then go ahead. But make sure it's light, flirty, funny. And it's going to help build his confidence and throw off the smoke screen about the brother. He already knows. He just needs reassurance from you. So yeah, go for it. Definitely go for it. It's morning where you're at. Okay, then go for it. Go ahead. Send something now. Flirty. Look around on your Facebook, or if you've seen a meme recently that applies to him or something. Just like I said, think about it for a minute. Don't think too long and too hard on it. But just maybe a little inside joke that you have. Um, yeah, go for it. If it's morning where you're at, Nicolina, or yeah, Nicolina. If it's morning where you're at, definitely go for it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because maybe you'll get that full personal reading and I can go a little bit more in depth with you, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us tonight. And I hope your text goes well. I think it will. You just did it, okay? Good luck. I think you're going to get something back pretty quick. I do. I kind of want to hang around here to see, but I have gone way over an hour now. But good for you. Good for you with that confidence that he needs, and you having the confidence to just go ahead and say something. You're going to stick in his head. If somebody texts you, you're forced to think about them at least for a little bit because they texted you. So you did it. No turning back now. You did it. You're going to get a response. And if you just get just to kind of give it some time and then send something else. Very funny, very lighthearted, okay? You're going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. Just keep remembering that. He needs you to remind him that the brother's not all that, that he's got something too, okay? So good luck. Good for you that you had that bravery that you needed. And there was some other person on here. Anyway, if any more of you guys jumped on and asked a question that I missed somehow, I'm sorry. Hopefully I will catch it next time as I'm learning exactly what I'm doing here and getting the comments off my screen. But I'll turn it this way so you can see me. I'm not sure if y'all can see comments or not. But thank you. I'll quit rambling now. Join me probably tomorrow night or the next night, and I will do another sign. Give me feedback on whether you want me to do a whole element like I did tonight or pick one specific sign. I'm going to go based on your comments. If I don't get any comments, I'm going to go based on spirit. Please, please, please subscribe. Ask your friends to subscribe. Make my day like my friend Missy did today. She helped me meet my first goal. So I appreciate it so much more than you know. And I hope you have a great, great night. And we're in the sign right now until the 22nd. We are in the sign of Cancer. So we just had a new moon. We've had a lot of things shaken up, a lot of things happen. But that means I will see you next time.